Hello. Today is March the 15th or 16th. It's March Madness time. The tournament started today. I'm looking at the calendar over here. There's no script or notes with these. I want to do it fast. It's March 15th. I've been up since 4 or 5 a.m. I didn't work at a substitute today. I went and tutored at the private person's house for $50 an hour. A lot of jobs I've had where you work the whole day and you're lucky to get $50 an hour. This is $50 tax-free cash that I get for 1 hour of work, which is fun working with a great kid, like one of the best kids I've ever met. My favorite kid. But anyways, you know, like I work well with kids, and I work well with teaching public school too, because your work ethic, having a big work ethic will get you far in life, but it's not something that just people can just see on you and people will doubt it from you. But it's something that if you have it, then you can prove it at any job, at any occupation, a white-collar job, blue-collar job, a sales job, a construction job, any job. If you have a great work ethic, if you can work all day long and not even pay anything attention, not even doing it, then you can work out better, you can finish projects that you started. It helps out a lot. And as far as like public school teaching, I noticed a lot of teachers, they're just there for the check, you know, especially in high school where there's such a big difference between public schools and private schools. So a lot of the public school teachers, they're just like moving papers around the desk, and then the teacher comes up to the desk, you got a question? And they ask a question, I don't know, get back to work, no talking. You know, it's just like they're babysitters really, you know. It's like the subject is the task for the substitute is to sit there and the students are to read quietly chapters 2 and 3 and not speak and then answer the review questions. And it's like, oh, well, this class is 2 hours long. Like, why am I just going to have them sit there quietly and read? You're free to go on your phone or do something. No. I'd rather, you know, instead of them reading quietly for themselves for 2 hours and doing the review questions by themselves, what are you learning about? I like to learn. Oh, Newton's second law? I could brush up on that. How about I'll read it with you guys, and then I'll do the thing with you guys, and then I'll learn something too, and then it'll be the most constructive, most productive way that we could handle this 2 hour time period, you know? And the kids are like, all right, yeah. You know, and then like we have a back and forth, and everybody's learning instead of just sitting there not working. You know, it makes like total sense. And so having, you know, a strong work ethic, you know, helps you out a lot in life. Kids also, or jobs, in school, I've noticed where the work ethic comes from. People are like, oh, you don't have a strong work. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I can outwork you. Anybody that says you don't have a strong work ethic just because they don't want you to, like, he's lazy. That's why he's in the position. He's because lazy. No, it's easy to say that. No. I can work a lot harder than you. I can go to a job and just do push-ups or just do sit-ups for the whole time. I've done that for 8 hour periods before. Not at jobs, but I've suggested it, you know, like, and like, oh, he's a loser. No. Everything that I've done, I've had like immeasurable success. Like, I didn't just like succeed at things. I've made it to the very top. Like when I was a door-to-door newspaper salesman, very top. Number 1, broke all the sales records. When I was a telemarketer, number 1, broke all the sales records. Any construction job, any job, that sounds like English. But it's the same with like teaching. I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna throw it in there. I'm gonna fucking hit it as far as I can. I'm not just gonna sit there and bunt or just get the paycheck. But so yeah, but kids also like me because I'm honest, and they can tell I'm not gonna hurt them. They're very trusting of me, which is really a good feeling. You kind of like see like how you are to the world, you know. And like I noticed like the people that hate me a lot, the haters that walk down the street, kids don't like them, men or women. Like some kids don't like certain women, you know, because they're like mean and stuff like that, and kids don't like that. You know, I know I do have a young personality, a young face. I was thinking like how long it's been since I started school at UT. That was all the way in 2006. It's 2018 now. So those kids at the West Campus house, they're not kids anymore. That was 2006. That was 12 years ago. So the youngest one there was like 19, 20 years old. So now they're 32. And they were acting like I was like Mr. Old Man there when I was 26 turning 27, you know? They're in their early 30s, and that to me, that's like they're older than me. you know, in a way, because I'm like younger than my age. So like, it's like ironic, you know, like I was the old person, but like, what do those girls look like now? They're like in their 30s now. They're not like 19, 20-year-old co-eds. They're like 32, 33-year-olds. I'm just saying, you know, like if they were here right now, like it is ironic how, like I was ostracized for being the old one, but you know now look like where you guys at. I guess you know you still have like access to your parents, but if you're like competing with me, like it's the same. You know, I saw that guy that does fast food interviews. He said something like meaningful that stuck with me. It's like you never want to compare yourself to other people because you know everybody's had like a different life, you know, and everybody like advances differently. Like the vocabulary words that I was teaching my pupil earlier, like I didn't know those words when I was in my early 20s, you know. Like everybody learns differently, you know, and it's just more importantly just to keep an open mind and never give up.